Welcome back to Australia. It's hot as hell right now and half the country's on goddamn fire. So, a while back I built this little clock right here.
Step 1 of making a better clock is to take this thing off the front. Step 2, remove all the inner workings of the clock. Step 3, glue the hands to the desired time. Step 3, put a whole goddamn motor in here because why the hell not? Step whatever we're up to, do a wiring test and see if it works. Damn it. Yep, there we go. Step 5, put a place for a battery inside here. Now shift battery, battery snap, wires and a switch and boom, it's wired up. Now unscrew these two. Step 6789. Slap this thing back on and put all the screws in. Now you eat this clock away and now you have a brand new clock, it's amazing.
Anyway, so I built that clock like maybe a year or two ago. I've got some extra stuff here. It's a bit broken at the moment. I'm going to fix it and upgrade it today. So, let's get started with the time lapse. Over the motor I was going to put in the clock, but I found something problematic. When I put this fan on, it doesn't blow much air out at me. How do I show this? Yeah, it's only moving that paper just a slight bit. Not too much, but it's enough. But when I hook up this small fan, oh, that's the wrong way. When I put on this small fan with the tiny as propeller, you can see it blows a lot more wind out than the last one. So I've had a look at this. Ow. Okay, that helps. Anyway, so I was looking at the blades. These ones usually they just sit vertically like that. These ones aren't actually bent to like give off much wind, so I'm gonna have to heat it up with a lighter, bend the plastic, and then hopefully it'll blow more wind. So I've got the fan working so far. We're doing about, the multimeter says around 8 volts off 3 9-volt batteries in parallel. So I put it through here, but there's not much airflow going through, so I took the where is it? I took this little, well, I could probably call it a guard now because it's going to stop my fingers from getting cut, but yeah, I took that off to see if the air would flow more, but it doesn't really. It only does it a little bit better, but I may just have to drill some holes into here just so we can get a bit of airflow going, so it pushes the air out that way instead of just going wherever it goes, which I'm pretty sure it just comes out the side here at the moment. So yeah, I might have to drill some holes in it. Alright, so adding those holes, that ended up in the airflow, so I think I'll put some more holes in it around now. And it doesn't look too bad since they're all symmetrical, so if I can keep this symmetrical, whatever the hell that word should be, symmetricity, is that a word? Anyway, if I can keep them all looking nice, then hopefully too many holes won't make it look shit. Yeah. And hopefully I'll have a good air conditioner, because nothing really works around here. This little power box thing, it works perfectly fine. The circuit board in it's good. This little plug cable. This is the bad thing. I used to have a 3-meter cable, and since that was so long, I didn't realise the longer a cable, the more resistance there is. When the cable eventually got through to the motor that's on the back here, there was so much resistance, there was barely anything when it got to the low. So what I did was I went and stole this out of the back of an old phone cable and just replaced the 3-meter cable, because it's running off 240 volts. I'm sure it'll do fine. And yeah, this thing, it works fine for now. That goes, but it's still got a lot of resistance, so it's still pretty slow. So what I'm thinking of doing is, instead of a few 9-volt batteries, let's just straight up use a car battery. 12 volts, 48 amps, what could go wrong? So now I'm just gonna flip the switch, see what happens. Now this is what I envisioned every time I wanted to turn this on. Just a fan just blowing as fast as possible. This is what I wanted. And unlike the last 3-volt motor I was in it, this one's actually stable enough that it will just work every time I turn it on. Because the last time I turned it on, I actually had to, you know, move it every time I wanted it to actually spin. Or if I wanted to look like it's spinning this fast, I would just speed up the footage like I did in my Instagram video at the end. But no, this is as fast as I wanted it to spin. Subscribe if you want to see me build other useless junk, and yeah, leave a comment if you have an idea that I should build in the description. Leave a comment in the description, sure thing.